ladies and gentlemen, my name is CrazyZaku and I'm bringing you all the hits and misses here, and let's play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. And if you remember last time, we are currently in the middle of cross-examining Eenie Meenie's testimony, and we caught her in some bullshit. But of course, things are not going the way we planned. But that's okay, we're gonna get things back in order. Let me just get back in character real quick. The judge still looks a little shaken up. A lot of help he's gonna be. Witness testimony after the murder, part 2. Like, the side room was like kind of dark, you know? So like, the costume is like purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I like persuaded my sister it wasn't like right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Yes, now I see. And you've given us a clear reason for why you didn't notice the blood. You think? Like, thanks, Gramps. Are you satisfied, Mr. Wright? All right, I guess not. Very well, you may question the witness. You're damn right I'm gonna question the damn witness. No. And what was your sister, Miss Meenie Minnie, like at the time? Well, she was like totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think, like, she knew. She, like, said she did something really bad. And, like, she said she wanted to go with me to, like, apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Oh, like, yeah. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. Oh, here comes my shitty-ass, not German accent. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner, the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Minnie? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, what do you mean? When you... I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Think harder! I know you can remember something. I like telecanned. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? I ask because it's very important, Your Honor. Not that I know where I'm going with this line of questioning. Very well. Miss Minnie, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. I didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. It's no good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes his testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement, he'll end the trial. I know. No, fuck. He'll end the trial. I know. We have to give it another shot. Doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. Haha! This is where I know you're lying, Mitch, because you should have saw someone very, very important there. You should have seen Pearl Fay, age 8, Maya's cousin, a channeling prodigy with immense spiritual power. Why? Why do you ask this? Because... Damn it. Alright, why do you ask? Because Pearl was fixing an urn at the time! Objection! You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber. However, that is impossible! Like, what do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan's Fay daughter, Pearl Fay. Interesting. You have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So, what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the center garden. The garden? Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have to have seen her. So, Miss Winnie, what do you have to say to that? God damn, she just fucking smothered herself with that thing.
Objection!
As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous.
Objection!
It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. What sort of foolish... There is no way someone walking along the winding way could have not noticed Pearl. Mr. Wright, you need to keep control of that finger of yours. As I thought, this is the wrong piece of evidence. Ah, you bitch. An irresponsible lawyer has no place in this court. I suggest you go home. This urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot. What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it, that's why. She broke the urn. Yeah! Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. And Pearl was the one who put it back together, while sitting right in the middle of the winding way. What? I like how her hands are behind her back now. Miss Minnie. Pearl was there in the winding way at the time. She was hard at work putting the pieces of the urn back together, you see. If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind. I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Minnie. You are a masterful liar. Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say. The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness. So, Miss Minnie, tell us the truth. About what? About what? About where you really were at the time of the murder, of course.
Objection!
The witness just testified about that. That's right. I was, like, sleeping in the side room. Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? Your lies end here. What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible, because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Earlier in your testimony, Miss Minnie, you made the following statement. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Minnie, how did you know that fact? How? I concede that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Minnie, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. But you didn't go there by the way of the winding way. But look at the Mana Guide map. If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the winding way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Minnie, please answer the question.
Objection!
Don't ask a question off of a basis assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was Eenie Meenie. So now is the time to prove it. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the whatever that just said doing the thing?
Take that!
Miss Minnie was here, of course. What? But that's the channeling chamber. Isn't that the crime scene? That's right. Miss Minnie was at the scene of the crime. Order! 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 That's right. Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were in the channeling chamber when the channeling started. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Eenie Meenie was hiding at the scene of the crime. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding?
Take that!
Here, of course. Behind the folding screen. Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone was hanging out behind that folding screen. See, you stupid jerk. Quit being so quick to pin it on me, slimeball. Now, Miss Meanie. One not so young as you should be saying, shut it, Gramps. If you know exactly how, as if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the folding screen with the help of this.
Take that!
Miss Minnie, how you were able to hide yourself at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. That tiny little box? No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproven. Lana disproved you when she was hiding it from me in it.
Objection!
But that closing box was in the side room, right? Which means that's nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right. I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright, do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. What on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have I heard that before? The folding screen. It had a hole at the same height. That's right! I hope this has opened your eyes to what's happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Minnie, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray! I'm not screaming. I'm not doing those. That's just not happening. Order! Order, I say, so what? Nah, crap, baskets. Then, Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Eeny Meeny? That's exactly what I am saying! Miss Eeny Meeny! You were hiding inside this clothing box all along! And you wore a medium's costume to masquerade as Maya Fey. To masquerade as Maya Fey? She had it planned from the very beginning. She would kill Dr. Gray and pin the blame on my client. No, stop! I can't stand to listen to any more of this foolishness. If that's the case, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I have a proposition. This whole idea that the witness moved the clothing box to the crime scene, pretended to be the defendant, killed the victim, and then fled the scene of the crime. It's not possible for one person to do all that by herself. It really is impossible. For one person to do all the preparations, that is... Need I remind you, the foolish receive no mercy. Oh, wait! Miss Von Karma, you said it was not possible for one person, correct? Well, you can't be serious. Miss Minnie, you had an accomplice. This person. If it wasn't someone from Curian Village, you couldn't have gotten the costume. And if it wasn't someone from the Fey household, you wouldn't have had that box to use. Morgan Fey? Isn't that the wonderful lady witness we had earlier? What do you have to say to this, Miss Minnie? You shot Dr. Gray with your own 2 hands. Do you deny it? I'm not doing that one. I think this is what really happened. The murderer had planted herself at the scene of the crime long beforehand. Dressed in a medium's costume and wearing a wig, she pretended to be the defendant. And then the channeling started. The murderer crept silently towards the other two, both of whom had their eyes closed. First, she drugged Maya Fey with a strong sleeping agent. Then, she stabbed Dr. Gray with a knife. Next, she hid my client inside the clothing box. She did that so she could take Maya's place and frame her for the crime. But that's when something unexpected happened. Unexpected? Yes. Dr. Gray was actually not yet dead. With the last of his strength, he fired a shot at his attacker. And that is why the hole is in the folding the hole in the folding screen was so low to the ground. The murderer then took the gun from Dr. Gray and then bang. After that, you and the other lady thought to break into the room? Yes, a gunshot's certainly something you wouldn't expect to hear, which is why upon hearing the shots, we forced our way into the channeling chamber. Miss Minnie, she immediately covered her own costume with blood and pretended to be Maya Fey. But that sort of deception would have been easy to see through, which is precisely why Morgan Fay chased us out. Please leave this area to me. Go quickly and inform the police. Hurry, before there are any more victims here. Oh, what is one supposed to say? This is the real truth behind this murder. Who is that? Laughing at a time like this? Oh, you simple-minded fools. I'm sorry, are you still by chance evolving? Well, what is it this time? Miss Von Karma, surely. Of course it was me. Do you really think someone of the Von Karma blood would lose due to something this petty? What in the world? Mr. Phoenix Wright, your argument is flawed in one very crucial area. And that is, if this witness is the real murderer, why would she go through all this trouble? Huh? Working together with a medium, pretending to be one, putting on this whole act? What reason would she have to do such foolishness? Well, that's... Yeah, that's right. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Oh, and one other thing. Why would Miss Innie want to kill Dr. Gray? Where is her motive? Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to say, too. Yeah, motive. I don't have a motive. A motive? That's... I can't say she has no motive. I can't say she has no motive here. I have to think of a motive now. What is the reason for wanting Dr. Gray dead? The reason you wanted Dr. Gray dead is this! Just as I thought. You bore me with your silly answers, Phoenix Wright. Oh, just great. Now even she is calling me by my full name. You think I did this to get revenge for my sister's death? Yes. Because through that accident, you suffered a lot of hurt and pain yourself. Don't be stupid. No one has proof that Dr. Gray drugged my sister, right? And you want to say I wanted to take revenge based on nothing? Well, what do you mean by that? Senile, stupid Gramps. I'm like going to explain. So like, please listen, okay? It's been over half a year since I was discharged from the hospital. If I, like, wanted revenge, then, like, I wouldn't have waited this long. And besides, like, the guy that thought of the spirit thing was, like, Dr. Gray. It was, like, a total coincidence he asked me about it, you know? She's back to her airhead persona. However you see... Ah! Pathetic Mr. Phoenix Wright. You fail to support your own theory. The end.
I think we have our answer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What Miss Minnie has stated is very true. The revenge plan is overly complicated, and she has no motive in the first place. Furthermore, there is no reason for Miss Morgan Fay to cooperate with this plan. You don't even have any truly decisive pieces of evidence to demonstrate your point.
Tisk, tisk. So many faults, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should really learn your place. What happened? I thought I had her for sure. See, like, it's just as I like told you. I hope you liked your slice of humble pie.
Very well. I now conclude the cross-examination of Miss Eenie Minnie.
Your Honor, please allow the defense 1 more minute.
All right.
You can't lose here. Have faith in yourself, Phoenix. Mia. Yes, it does sound ridiculously messed up. Like a ridiculously messed up plan for a murder. But you know regardless that that girl trained for this crime. Really? Listen, Phoenix. Everything happens for a reason. There is a reason for why she had to kill Dr. Gray. And it's also the reason she had no choice but to kill him in this fashion.
Time's up, Mr. Wright. Your final answer, please. If you want to say that you can prove Miss Minnie had a motive, then why did she kill the victim in this way? Can you provide the reason?
Can I? Can I really do this? I am not totally confident here, but I know I must press on no matter what. That's right, Phoenix. Only you can do this now. I will show and substantiate the fact that Miss Eenie Minnie had a motive. Too bad. You're too late. My cross-examination has already ended after all. Interesting. I'll let you have your chance, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What? You're supposed to be on my side. Avant Karma only cares about the perfect win. As long as you have the will to fight, I will knock you down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And I don't care if you are my witness. So help me, I will throw you out of my way. No way!
Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. We will continue the cross-examination after we reconvene.
Hey, wait a second here.
We're having fun. Yes, we are. All right, let's do this. June 22nd, 12:04 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 3.
Is it really true about my aunt?
I'm afraid so, Maya. There's no way Annie could have killed Dr. Gray by herself. And under those circumstances, there's no one else other than your Aunt Morgan.
That's terrible. Why? Why would my aunt... Everything is going just as I predicted, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Miss Von Karma, why are you doing this? Why are you trying to take revenge on Nick? Nick had nothing to do with what happened to your dad. Don't you have something better to be worrying about? Say, your own situation? Looking down on me even though we're the same age. Are you done yet? You caused me enough pain and suffering. Not yet. My goal is to defeat you and let the whole world know of your defeat. But even if you do that, it won't bring your father back. Whatever. In the meantime, let's bring this match to its conclusion. And then we'll know who the real winner is. Is it wrong that I somehow see these two just dating after all this shit?
June 22nd, 12:10 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2! Court will now reconvene, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you prove Miss Eenie Meenie had a motive?
Yes, I believe I can. Eenie Meenie and Dr. Gray only have one point of connection, and that is the car accident 1 year ago. The motive I'm looking for must be there. Miss Meenie, please testify to this court about your car accident last year. Huh? I thought, you wanted to, ask about my, motive. I, don't see the point in, bringing up the past.
Miss Meenie, if you'd please.
Oh, okay. I totally don't think it'll do any good, but...
Witness testimony, last year's accident.
That was, last year in May. Something really bad happened at, my sister's clinic around then. And, the night of the accident, my sis was totally tired while she was driving. I was, totally pooped too, so I, fell asleep in the passenger seat. I, woke up because of a jolt, and, it was a sea of flames around me. I, opened the door and, got away.
I think I've heard of this accident.
It was all the talk on the tabloid shows day after day last year.
Yes, there was talk about Dr. Gray drugging your sister. Ah!
Those were merely rumors, totally baseless gossip.
Yes. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Right now, it's impossible to prove that Dr. Gray did in fact drug Miss Meenie's sister. Yeah, which means I'll have to work this from another angle. I want to press this one. I want to press the statement. That was the malpractice incident where 14 patients died, correct? Yeah. What was the cause of that mistake? I heard it was because the medicines, got mixed up. Was that the fault of your sister, Mimi Minnie? No way. Dr. Gray, wanted to blame it on my sis.
Objection!
That incident has nothing to do with our murder here. Besides, the police report has already documented that it was entirely Miss Mimi Minnie's fault. Which means as far as the real facts are concerned, Mimi Minnie is the one who made the mistake. But, it really wasn't my sis. She was totally tired. You mean exhausted? She had to talk to the police and, was being investigated, every day. It was like a totally terrible situation. It's no wonder then that the car accident happened, huh? So then, why didn't you ask to switch places? Huh? Like, what are you talking about? I meant switch drivers. If your sister was so tired, then you should have switched with her.
True.
But, like, I don't, like, have a driver's license. This is news to me. I was not aware that you didn't have your license, Miss Minnie.
Miss Minnie, please amend your testimony.
Like, okay, anyway. I was, like, totally pooped, too, so I, like, fell asleep in my passenger seat. I, like, didn't have my license, so, like, I couldn't take over driving for her. Oh, you don't, huh? Then I have to ask you one thing, Miss Minnie. Nose! Miss Minnie, that was a lame lie just now. Like, what do you mean?
I know you had a license back then. This is a photo you took for the express purpose of getting a driver's license. What is the meaning of this, Miss Minnie?
That's right. Yeah, I had, like, a license, but you just lied, bitch. But I didn't get it until after the accident.
No, you had it. You had it at the time of the accident. Director Hottie, or the guy pretending to be him anyway, said so.
Oh, what are you talking about? That perverted fake clinic director?
Yes, that perverted fake clinic director. And how did you know that?
No one cares. Witness, when did you receive your driver's license? Like, last November. What? November? The accident happened last May. That's half a year's lapse in time, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What in the...
That's what happened, Mr. Wright. At the time of the accident, Miss Minnie did not have a driver's license.
Cry and my whip will accommodate.
Anyway, without a license, the witness and his sister could not have switched drivers.
I'm, like, glad you get it, but... Like, even if I had my license, I, like, don't think my sis would have, like, let me drive. Don't just stand there humming to yourself. Not you too, you know, with the whip and the pain and the... Ow. Miss Minnie, why do you think you would have not been allowed to drive anyway? That's because...
I think this situation calls for a more detailed testimony, Miss Minnie, if you please.
Like, how annoying. Oops, like, sorry, didn't mean to be mean. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call this an episode right here. Next time, well, first things first, I wouldn't be allowed. Like, around that time, I was like really close to getting my license. I'm gonna save it right here. Next time we are gonna solve this case. We are getting close to the end. I can taste it. Hopefully we can break something wide open, and I hope you guys will join me for that. In the meantime, folks, my name is CrazyZaku. I brought you all the hits and misses here in Let's Play Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Justice for All. Please share this video with your friends, your family, your loved ones, your enemies, and everyone in between. Drop a DDT on that like button. Cover for the 3. Smack that subscribe button like it owes you some money. And you'll have bell wherever it happens to be to stay up to date with all of our adventures in and out of the courtroom. And I will see you guys later.